Yay! Oh, we're all we're supposed to be. It looks beautiful. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stalwart Initiative. And we're back for our premiere episode of Eberron, A Moth to the Flame. A kind of dreary, emotional mess that, might prove out to be a wonderful, joyous adventure. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm joined by fantastic people. Oh, look at this. Jillian and Midgard did our art, and it looks fantastic. Everything looks great. Hope everybody's having a great day, and let's get right into it. So, let's go around and meet our players and their characters, and then we'll talk about the opening narrative, and we'll go from there. So, Wally, can you introduce yourself and Gregory to us today, please?
Y'all, it's me, Wally. You can find go by he and pronouns. You can find me on the Twitter at Wally132. I will be playing Gregory Blitzcrank, a rock gnome artificer, who also uses he him pronouns. He's short-tempered, but a lot of intelligence. That kind of guy. You know, very atypical gnome artificer kind of personality.
Short man syndrome.
Yeah, Napoleonic complex, huge Napoleonic complex.
Nice. Okay. Yes. Gregory, look forward to seeing what artificing that you get up to, because I absolutely love artificers as a class, and I'm anxious to see what all you come up with. Do you know what infusions do you have? Do you remember?
Let's see. What infusions do I have? I know I definitely chose the repeating shot because why load? I think I chose +1 armor also. I don't know. Let me look. You putting me on the spot. Yeah. Oh no.
Right. We'll start off with on the spot. You don't have. Yeah, you don't have to know. I'm just curious if you knew them off the top of your head.
Definitely not off the top of my head. No.
Okay, no problem. We will find out. Don't worry. I'm sure they will. They will come up in conversation in the game. And yes, very much looking forward.
I do have an arm cannon though. I can definitely tell you that.
Yes. That's something I'm looking forward to seeing in action. Is that how you're going to use your your cannon thing? Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Very good thematically. And speaking of very good thematically, Kay, can you introduce yourself and USA to us today, please?
Hey everyone, my name is Kay. I'm at ironic_cupcake on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, and anywhere else I really want to be found. Today I am playing USA, the jackalope shifter. I'm trying. I don't know if they come across well in camera. I'm trying my best. He is a trickster cleric, and he is a very sassy bunny boy, and I'm very excited to get to try a new voice on stream and get to play with these people, because I love everybody here, and even though I'm just now meeting some of these people, I'm still very excited to get to play, and I missed getting to stream so much, so it was a good break, but I'm glad to be back. And I'm excited to get to kind of jump kind of in the middle of something, not really starting like straight from the beginning. So that's going to be cool to get to experience. And despite having played with Strider as my DM, or me being his DM for many, many years now, I've never been a player with him also as a player in like standard D&D. So that's going to be a lot of fun, because I can imagine we're going to be arguing after stream when we're done, because he's currently about 12 feet away from me that way.
Yes. Good. Sow the seeds of chaos. Excellent. Good. We'll keep that in mind. Awesome. And speaking of sowing the seeds of chaos as a paladin, sure, whatever. Or just trying to get yourself out of a rut. Strider, can you introduce yourself and Lindir to us today? Is that how you say it, Lindir?
Sure.
Sure. So can you introduce yourself and Lindir to us today, please?
Yeah, my name's Strider, and Kaylee, you have my deepest, most heartfelt condolences of having to be a player alongside with me. Today, Kaylee and I are elbowing each other in our limited channels of bandwidth, sharing our internet, and hopefully having enough gigabits per second to properly stream. Kyle described this campaign as wanting to be a dreary emotional mess that hopefully had a joyful ending. So I wanted to make a dreary emotional man that hopefully has a joyful ending. So I am playing an Azimar paladin who is having a very tough time seeing what good the gods in the world are, or the light in the world is doing, and just trying to hold on as long as he can to still get an honorable death before he goes.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, hopefully, we can develop some reason for Lindir to pull out of the personal rut. But I can tell you one really good reason would be the fantabulous Mariah. So, or as you know, Kat, I'll let you explain the situation with Mariah. Kat, can you, Clerical Court, can you introduce yourself and Mariah to us today, please?
Sure. I'm Kat. I'm at Cleric of Cord, Twitter and Discord and forums, wherever. And I am playing what the party knows as a half-elf named Mariah, who is in actuality a changeling named Jo. Mariah is her primary personality. She is a multi-class shadow monk and assassin rogue, which means she likes putting sharp pointing things into people and then hitting them very hard until they fall down. Other than that, she's just a very happy-go-lucky kind of got life is good.
Nice.
She's just, you know, when she's not killing people, she's just having out to be a normal young lady, enjoying life.
That's right. Completely normal young lady enjoying life, coming at you. There are some
right
other...
until she has to put sharp objects in you, and then she isn't quite so nice.
Yeah, your game face drops. Thanks, Paige. Appreciate it, buddy. Okay, so party, look in the Zoom chat. Had a warning coming for you, production warning. So, everyone, I'm Kyle. I'll be the DM tonight. This is my first time DMing an Eberron campaign. Done one-shots before, but so bear with me. If you know a lot more about the lore than I do, thank you. I'm all appreciative for heads up as well. But we're gonna see how it goes. So welcome aboard for a Moth to the Flame, and let's go over a little bit of the setting, because I'm trying to make this as unique as possible. And sorry if the sound levels are a little jacked up at first, but here we go. Okay, so our adventure starts out at the end rather than the beginning. Our party, a group of 5 now, started out a group of 6, has adventured to the Greenhaunt Forest in the nation of Breland, and they've been on an 8-month adventure, an 8-month journey, a previous campaign, if you will, to find this artifact, the Crescent Claw, the most crescent of claws out there. This is an artifact that they were hired by the religious organization known as the Silver Flame, who is their sole mission is to root out evil like aberrations, demons, and etc., and dispose of them to keep the safety of Corvair and Eberron entirely. So our party of 6 was hired. Unfortunately, there was another gnome by the name of Magina, and she perished some time ago on this adventure. But that adventure is over because our party has succeeded. They have found this ancient dungeon. They have descended its depths. They have dealt with unimaginable horrors on this 8-month journey, all to get to this point where they have actually scared off the guardian of this Crescent Claw, a large insectile-like creature. Basically, think. Do you remember the Men in Black big bad of the first movie, the bug guy, right? Think that, but times 3 in size. And it was a ferocious fight. And I really wish I would have had you guys roll like expended spell slots and damage taken and all that. Notes for the future. But we're going to say you're fresh right now because we don't want to deal with the logistics. So you just were in this battle with a large bug creature at the end of your campaign, and your NPC party member, Hars, the half-elf party member, went up to the crescent claw and grabbed it and snatched it while you were all in deep battle with this bug creature, and he cast Dispel Magic on it. It did something. The bug creature seemingly snapped out of some kind of whatever it was in and immediately fled. You had dealt a lot of damage to it, but it just wasn't dying. It kept regrowing limbs and stuff, but it had fled, leaving you all to stand here in the chamber of this dungeon. Hars is holding the crescent claw in both of his hands, and you all have a moment of, yes, it's finally over. You're going to take this crescent claw back to the Silver Flame, have them do their mumbo jumbo on it, and save the world. Pats on the back, hooray, great job. Not so much. So,
Can I do an?
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I do an insight check on Hars to see if he's actually intending to return it?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Let's see. That is, say, 17.
Okay, 17. Okay, yeah. Hars looks legitimately excited and doesn't look to have any ulterior motives with it. Just kind of, he doesn't even care about holding it himself. He's just, yay, yay, and
Okay.
Is excited about the victory. Where that adventure ends and this one begins is only mere seconds after you've acquired the Crescent Claw. As all of you step towards Hars, having the claw in hand, everything goes dark. And when it goes light again, it's not really light. It's you're now in a different place. And you are surrounded by darkness except for this oh wow, I'm horrible with words. Something that glows. There's something, whatever the
Luminescent?
Luminescent! That works too, yes. So there's like somewhat transparent, glowing, almost like silk fibers all over the floor around you in a rough circle area. You're all standing in this like mess of silken, not quite web, it's not sticky, but like silken strands of something that is glowing. You all can see each other in the greenish glow. It's pretty bright. And you can see Hars. He's holding out his hands, but he's no longer holding the artifact. With mere moments of trying to readjust and figure out, where you are, what's going on. You're just getting ready to communicate with each other, and you hear the sound of a flapping, wing sounds of flapping wing sounds, and they come in. You can only really see in like a bubble. We'll call it like a bubble vision, the circle that you're in, and you see descending from the top end of this bubble, from the darkness beyond, what would at first glance, especially to Lindir, would look like the silhouette of an angel floating down into your luminescent circle. But as it gets down close to you, you can tell not only is it not an angel, because those wings don't look feathery, they look more like insectile, and you can almost see through them. But the androgynous human-like person with insect wings and extra long insectile appendages descends down towards you. You can tell that this creature is well over 12 feet tall. And as it quietly lands in the gossamer strands around you, it like sweeps out its insectile legs around the party, and you notice that this it looks like a humanoid creature. Maybe it's lithe, So maybe elf or human. Not quite sure because it doesn't have sex organs or anything. It is just a pale humanoid creature with no mouth. There's no mouth, just the face, normal face features, no mouth, and all of you at once hear in your heads, not verbally, "You fools! What have you done? You unleashed my child." And that is where we begin. So the creature swoops down and it's scanning all of you with humanoid eyes, scanning all of you, no mouth, and it's about 12 feet tall, and you see these large insectile legs just slowly moving like a half circle around the party as you're all gathered up in the center of this gossamer circle. What would you like to do?
2 questions. Is the darkness around this magical darkness? How big is the sphere of light?
Sphere of light's like 20 feet, and you do an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. That is 19.
Okay. You have a feeling that in this immediate area, the darkness is magical, but the darkness beyond might not be. It's a pretty good check.
Okay. Reason why I ask is because I do have dark vision cast on myself at the moment.
Okay.
And so I was wondering if I stepped back out of the sphere of light, if I could still see.
Yeah, you're uncertain, although it does seem like magical darkness in the immediate, like right outside of the circle.
Okay.
You released my child into the world. Do you understand what you have done?
No, I don't really understand what we did. I mean, he took the crescent claw, didn't he?
The insectile woman with one of her insectile legs reaches around, and you see that there is tiny little little claws at the end of these insect legs, and one of them is holding the crescent claw. This is but a vessel, and she's, by the way, no mouth, so this is all telepathy. This is but a vessel, and she takes another arm and snaps it in half. It is nothing. It is nothing but to bind my child to his place. But you have released my child.
Are you trying to tell me that's the big gross thing was your son?
Make an intelligence saving throw, Usa.
Oh. He's not a smart man. 14.
14? Okay. Usa, you are paralyzed right now.
Cool.
The head of the woman snaps over to your direction, and you feel yourself seize up. You can still, I guess I shouldn't say paralyzed because you can still talk. So
I
incapacitated.
want to mention really quick that I have an aura as my paladin that gives everyone +5 to saving throws.
Oh.
So that'd be closer to a 19.
19
Never mind,
then.
man. Never mind. 19
This
passes.
is fine.
Yeah, 19 passes. Okay, so you feel this surge of lethargy go across you, and then it fades very quickly. The face stays towards you, and the creature with the insectile legs is just like focusing on you, and all of you again hear this in your heads. Damn you all. He is my son, and he will not be insulted like that. But you unleashed him, and now he will go to the surface and destroy your beautiful place. What a pity. But there is a way. There was a way to reverse this. There's a way for you to save my son. Bring him home to me. And maybe I'll let you live. If you're up for it.
Aren't you his mom? Doesn't that make you responsible for him? Why do you... maybe you should have done a better job of keeping track of your own kid?
My child was fine. until you disenchanted the is it enchantment? The enchantment that binds him to this bauble.
Hars,
Why?
what did you do this time?
Hars is still standing there with his hands open. And Hars is holding his hands open as, he's kind of stunned that this thing just disappeared from his hands and now watching this creature destroy it. Hars drops the dumbfounded face. His lips go thin and he stares directly up at the creature. Says nothing. Doesn't acknowledge your statement, Mariah. Just stares right into the face of the lady. You will obey me, and you will go and bring my son home. You have done this. You're muted, Wally.
Is this one of those situations where if we are going to do this for you, you're going to keep him?
Keep my son, of course.
No, keep. Oh, because I'm not really attached to Hars that much. That's why. Just if you were gonna kill Hars, I am not that attached to him. I feel like me saying Hars today is the first time I've said his name for the first time. I think for the longest I was calling him Adam, and he didn't correct me, so I just went with it. And then it was probably maybe about 10 minutes ago when Usa said, "Hey Hars, did you do that?" I just realized, oh my goodness, I was calling him Adam this whole time. I really didn't care. But really, why should we go fix the problem?
I do not care for this person. You are all guilty. Apparently, you're not very smart either, looking straight at you, Gregory, because you've been tricked. What did they tell you when you came for the bauble? What did they tell you were going to do?
I was coming to get the bauble for science. I don't know what everyone else is doing it for.
I was going to get paid.
Looks around at you, Lindir.
We thought the bauble offered some kind of threat or something. We had nothing but the best intentions coming down here.
Usa looks over at you. You're
Usa
able to
just
speak.
kinda-
Oh yeah, by the way. By the way, intelligence saving throw. Sorry. Or no, I'm sorry. You passed the last one. Okay, never mind. It's every round. So okay. Yeah. So she looks over at you.
Usa just kind of adopts like a little and he's just like, it sounded like fun.
I'm sure the Silver Flame might not even know. Someone has been toying with all of you, putting you places you shouldn't be for reasons you do not know. But that's for you to figure out on your way to return my son, if you value your lives and your souls.
I mean, kind of used to that.
You're kind of used to what?
Just kind of used to that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, really? Yes. Same.
Okay, that's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I feel like the concept of souls is just, a combination of brain waves and hormonal imbalances throughout the body that cause you to feel like you're rooted to this plane. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do this, guys.
My compatriots and I caused this problem. We'll take care of it.
As you're all responding, taking time to respond to the insectile person, Hars never took his eyes off of her face. And we'll say her, it's really androgynous, but she carries herself very feminine in ways. The Hars never drops the stare. And Lindir, as you're making your response, Hars quickly slides foot back and almost like a Kamehameha type way and launches a lightning bolt
Dope.
right at her.
Mariah will instantly toss and throw a dagger at him.
Awesome.
She's gonna whip a dagger at him.
Okay.
She knows better than to piss off things that are 12 feet tall and can snap baubles like they were nothing.
Okay. Make a. Ooh. I don't know how to oppose this. I think he's got to get it off. But go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what else happens.
Not to interrupt, but Lindir as a Redemption Paladin also has Counterspell. So he's probably casting Counterspell on the lightning as Mariah's dealing with
Nice.
ours.
Yes.
I was trying to make sure if I had it or not.
A bunch of counter spells just fly.
That's a 25 to hit.
25 does hit. And
Alright.
go ahead and roll damage on Hars.
Oh, I get to roll a lot of damage on Hars too.
Whatever you'd like.
Do I I mean, okay, so quick question. Is this going to count technically as assassinate?
Assassinate would be, I believe it's not a mandatory. It is up to you whether you want to, like, same
you
thing
have
with
advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. So does this count?
No, he's taking his turn. This
Okay,
is his turn.
that's what I needed to know. Okay, so that doesn't make it a crit then.
Okay.
That's just what I needed to know.
Okay. And what level did you cast Counterspell at, Lindir?
Third.
Third level Counterspell. He is casting Lightning Bolt at second level. So I don't know. I forget Counterspell rules.
Counterspell. You attempt
not-
to interrupt a creature in progress of casting a spell. If the creature's casting a spell of third level or lower, it fails and has no effect.
Okay. So his second, well, I guess it's fourth level, right? Casting it as a fourth level spell. His second tier. Because Lightning Bolt's a third level spell, right? But if he's upcasting it, it's a fourth level spell, right? I said second because I mean tier 2. Is that correct? Let me see. Lightning Bolt.
You tell me the level, and if I need to roll for it, I will.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a fourth level, whatever his tier 2 is. So if it's a third level spell, Lightning Bolt's a third level.
Yeah, you definitely got to roll for it.
Fireball is a fourth. And his DC, I don't know what it. I'm not used to actually.
The
buying.
DC equals 10 plus the spell he's casting level for me to roll out of
that's
my
only-
spell
okay, that's
casting modifier.
That's only 4 then. So okay, so 10 plus level 4, so 14.
Dude, great way to start off a campaign.
Oh,
Got an 11.
Okay.
it's
Wally, did
21.
did you say Gregory?
So Gregory sees that he's like casting lightning bolt
Mhm.
down at them. He's casting lightning bolt down at them. So everyone trying to either counter them or stab him. So Gregory is gonna like look at this and goes, "Oh, fine, whatever." I mean, like I said, I am really not that attached to you. So he will take his, or is it at?
This will have to be whatever it is a reaction. I was just giving you a chance to. You said about counterspelling.
Actually, no, he doesn't have any reaction for it. If that's the case, yeah, he doesn't have any reactions.
Okay. You could take an action immediately after this. This is just
Yeah.
just like same thing with Kat. Like Mariah throws the dagger, but it's after the lightning bolt is launched because he was.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Kat, did you have anything to add? You were saying something about 21.
21 points of damage.
21. Okay.
Yep. And she's aiming for that hand. She wants to.
Okay. The
Knock
lightning
his
bolt's
hand.
got to let out unless there's a
Right,
reaction
right.
used. But we're gonna say that it does definitely strike the hand as the lightning bolt lets out. There's no worries though. The lightning bolt doesn't hit because as the lightning bolt fires out and jets across the luminescent circle and out into the magical darkness, and who knows where it ends. The insectile woman appears next to Hars, and Hars falls backwards, like blown back by a force. He falls backwards and into the hand, the humanoid hand of this creature. The lightning bolt gone and done nothing. Hars, for his trouble, receives a dagger into in through the back of his hand and out through his palm. It doesn't seem to bother him because Hars falls back into the woman's hand and is frozen in fear. And doesn't move.
I get my dagger back.
Oh, this will be like this is like her.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. That's and that's what she. So she sees it. She's like, I'm gonna get my dagger back.
You will. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So as she leans Hars back and looms over top of him, this 12-foot, we'll call her insectile queen creature, leans over top of him, and the mouthless face before her, you see a small slit begin to part where a humanoid mouth would be. And you hear this ripping sound. Like, I'm thinking Hocus Pocus with the zombie dude that had his mouth sewed shut, and he like kind of pulls through it. But this small slit appears and opens up, and leans down by Hars's face. It doesn't move. It doesn't have lips. It doesn't move like a normal mouth. But all of a sudden, a burst of who's close to Hars right now? We'll say, okay, for the remainder of this campaign, Gregory, you're 1, Usa, you're 2, Lindir, you're 3, and Mariah, you're 4. This will help me. So when I have to roll a d4 for picking things, let's do this. If roll 20 will let me. There we go. Okay, Usa, make a perception check.
All right, there's a button for that. There it is. 18.
Okay, nice. Okay, so as she leans him over, a mouth appears on her face. She leans down, and when she leans down, a burst of insects billows itself like a volcano out of Lars's mouth. There was a large buzzing sound. Usa, you're close enough to see that those look like bees bursting out of Lars's mouth and off into the darkness. They disperse and float away. She moves her hands.
So she opens her mouth and then bugs come out of his mouth?
Mm-hmm, correct.
Okay.
Not hers, out of his.
Okay.
She leans down as though to whisper in his ear, and that's when the bugs burst out of Hars. As they burst out, she leans back up, but when she pulls her hand away, Hars remains suspended in that backwards laying, like planking in midair with nothing below him to support him, frozen in terror. The mouth on her face closes, and she looks over at the 4 of you. That will be enough of that. Now you all will retrieve my child, or you will end up like him.
Usa goes to just kind of like brace his arms underneath Hars just in case he suddenly reanimates and can fall back again, just to brace his arms under him. And he looks up at this big moth person and is very confused and says, What did you just do to him?
He's just thinking about what he's done. As a good parent, you should really give your children time to reflect. I have given this one time to reflect on what they've done as well. Are there any more questions?
Yeah, Lindir had one. He's gonna sigh. Our numbers are dwindling already. Is there any aid you could offer us in our attempts to return your son?
The face turns over to you. The cheeks perk up a little bit. It's very humanoid facial features. Cheeks perk up a little bit, kind of like a pondering and then a revelation look. Yes, I can help a bit. Like insanely quiet, no sound as the insectile legs propel this this person across the gossamer below, and she comes over and she takes one of her long insectile legs and grabs a hold of your wrist, Lindir. Do you allow it?
Yeah.
Okay. Grabs your wrist, not with not very firm, but not an intention to hurt. As the claws at the end of her legs, one of them takes a hold of your wrist and pulls it forward a little bit. She leans down and with her humanoid hand puts it onto yours, as though like shaking your hand, making a bond, something really sweet and nice. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Uh-oh.
And this is DC 1 billion. Actually, I don't know. I'm just gotta look.
Does Lindier also get his +5 from his aura, or is that just Robert?
I believe so,
I
yeah.
do, so I get 11.
Yeah, itself.
11 total?
Yep.
Oh my. Okay. Never mind. No need to look that up. You feel something odd and painful burrow its way from her hand into yours. She releases your hand with her insectile leg, and you pull it away to see that there is a bloody splotch with a lump in the middle. And you can see something crawling around. Your skin seems to have, went back over. There's no, insertion wound. It just looks like there's a circle, like there was an injury there. And in the middle, you see a lump kind of shifting its way around in your hand. I have given you a present. You should be honored.
Thank you. What the hell is it?
You'll see. You'll see very
Ominous.
soon.
Very ominous. Once again, I would like to stress guys, I have no attachment to him. I honestly thought at times there was a party of 3 of us. Well, now.
Good, Gregory. It's now really the time. We've heard you say it 6 times now. Stop.
Yeah, no,
That's enough.
just wanted to make sure, because I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not cold to him in this whole situation we're in. It's just I didn't want to seem uncaring or anything about this.
It's a pity that you should not care for those who care about you. I can feel it now that he is a part of me. He cares for you, Gregory.
Oh my gosh, did he like me? Did he care about me?
He knew your name, and that's more than you can say.
Oh, his dad's gonna be so pissed.
Well, and the woman kind of relaxes herself down onto the gossamer pile that you're all standing on, and her wings fold in and kind of meld with her back, and the legs go down in more of a relaxed posture. She's still 12 feet tall and standing in front of all of you, but she begins to look a little more human, other than the fact she doesn't have a mouth, which is super fucking creepy. But yeah, she looks down at all of you, and speaking telepathically, she says, "It's a pity," and pulls her arm around from behind her back, and you see this large candle in her hand, and the candle's lit. It's weird. It's lit, but it doesn't seem to be projecting any light. There's a flame, but it's not like there's no glow to it. It is just the flame and not really producing any other light. She holds the candle out. This is your friend. This is all that's left of him. Should the flame burn out? Well, that would be interesting. Should the candle burn the whole way down, that's just his sanity. Nothing to worry about, right? But sanity and insanity can be infectious. I urge you to hurry with this task, because when his candle burns out, I have a feeling someone else's will ignite. Please, do hurry. You see the cheeks rise up again, like in a grin. She begins to turn her back on you and walk across the gossamer floor and into the darkness. You're all, if you're not doing anything while she's walking away, you're all left to stand there in this luminescent circle.
Mariah goes and retrieves her dagger from Hars's hand, and she just looks down at me and goes, "You stupid little fucker."
Face frozen in fear, eyes, pupils completely dilated, eyes wide open, staring up, suspended in air. Except for Usa. Usa has come over and put his hand underneath him in case he falls.
Can we shift him so that he is laying flat
Sure.
on the ground? Can we just kind of, just want to take him and just kind of lower him down so he's laying flat on the ground and not hanging there in air.
Okay. If you start pushing him at the top end, his feet start coming off the ground. But as you kind of push on both ends, he does descend lower. It's almost like he has like a hover spell kind of on him at the moment, or some effect like that. He just lays there, kind of like in a sci-fi movie, just suspended in air, planked horizontally, staring.
And she took the candle with her?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should get going, right?
You look around.
Yeah.
You look around. There's like nothing but darkness, no doors or tunnels or anything.
Well, we cannot just leave him.
No.
I mean, we could. I mean, it's not...
Gregory!
What? I'm just...
His dad.
Gregory takes a breath and falls onto the gossamer layer on the floor.
You mean Hars?
Or sorry, not Gregory.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wally. I didn't mean to. Just trying to figure out what's going on. And
Well, that's 2 down.
yep.
There goes that.
Yep.
Roll a new character.
Hars takes a deep breath. Whatever spell had him suspended drops, and he falls onto the floor. Although it's so fluffy with the silk on it that it just kind of, like jumping into a pile of leaves. He just kind of fluffs down, shakes his eyes, and looks up at the 4 of you standing over him, and looks at his hand. Ow!
Hey!
Stupid should hurt, Hodge. Remember? Stupid should hurt. Lesson number 2. Your dad's gonna be pissed.
Hars, are you okay?
I saw all of you. Even you, Gregory. I heard what you said. It's like starts to pull out a something to wrap his hand.
I lean over to Linder, like, it's Hars, right? That's his name is Hars, right?
Yes.
That's short for anything. It's not like it's a short for anything, like it's a nickname or something.
Oh my god.
No, his name is Hars.
All right.
And Mariah starts helping him bandage his hand, and then she's gonna grab his face in her fingers, in his jaw, and she's gonna search his eyes, and she's trying to see, is he really in there? Is this just like an animation spell? What's going on here with him?
Go ahead and do an insight check.
Okay.
As you do, he looks at you and.
Nah, it's a natural 1.
Oh jeez.
You're not sure. His face is kind of. He's like.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's going through
Hold on,
emotions
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, yeah.
She showed me all the things she wants to do to all of you. We have.
She turned you into a candle. You realize that?
What are you talking about?
You're a straight up candle.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
She cast some sort of spell or something. We think that
Yeah.
bound you and your essence to a candle. Is what they are trying to say.
Okay, sure. I feel great. I don't really know what you mean, but yeah, I feel great.
Hars, get on your feet and help us find a way out of here.
By the way, who fucking stabbed me? Was that her?
It was Mariah.
Mariah stabbed you.
Oh, you remember her name?
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate,
Hi.
Yeah, thanks. Really helped.
I'm inclined to remember the names of people who are going to stab me.
That is good. So, Gregory, you know that Mariah's going to stab you. That's why you remembered her name. Very nice. Very nice. I won't stab you, Gregory. I will not stab you unless I'm ordered to, and then that's different.
See, Hars. It's less. It's Hars, right? I'm saying it right because like you'll tell me if I'm saying it wrong, right? It's Hars.
Hars goes to open his mouth to talk to you and stops. and sorry if this is audibly fucked up, stops and starts to lean over, and bees begin to start flying out of his mouth, and then he shrieks.
God, here we go again.
You know what, Hars? Oh,
He screams.
buddy.
And he leans his head up, and you see a bee crawl from the crook of the inside of his eye and fly away. And he's starts to cradle his head in his hands. What did that bitch do to me?
Okay. Well,
hold on.
I've got dark.
I was.
I've got. I've got dark vision. I'm gonna start looking around for a way out of here.
Okay. As Mariah begins to... Oops, sorry, Chad. I left the thing up there. Here we go. Sorry, Chad. As Mariah, you begin to walk to the edge of the circle. And you look out, and it looks as though you're on like some kind of floating platform. And you put your arm out through the darkness. And the darkness drops. Now it becomes natural darkness.
Okay.
And you can see that you are in a chamber. And there is many tunnels that lead away, or that lead from this chamber. This is like a dome, and then there are tunnels jutting from different areas in this chamber, including above you. So you're in like the center of a nest of sorts. Make a perception check, Mariah.
Oh boy. $15.
Okay, 15. You do manage to see one thing of note. In front of one of the tunnels, over, I would say to your right, you see a small figure standing next to one of the tunnels going... You're a little too far away. It's like 45 feet away to really kind of, to, you know, exactly what it is. But it's just a small, probably 3 or 4 foot figure doing this.
I start walking in that direction.
Okay. What are the rest? What's everybody else doing? Hars is standing there.
Gonna try to cast Dispel Magic on Hars to see if he can help alleviate at least the bee vomiting, maybe? Something?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll cast it at 5th level. How do you... I forget
Wow.
how you...
I forgot you guys are level 10. Yeah, so everybody, we're level 10 up in here. Wow, 5th level Dispel Magic. I haven't even seen that in forever.
There we go. There's it is in chat.
Okay.
Yeah, when you cast a spell slot 4th level or higher, you automatically end the effects of a spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of the spell you used. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
So, I don't know if 5th level's enough to dispel any of that or if I need to roll for it.
Okay. It does. You know what? I want you to get some use out of that. I don't want you to waste it. So we'll say that it doesn't cure. It doesn't look like it cures what he's going through. He's still. We'll say that his breathing slows, and because she pumped him full of a lot of things, not really magical, mostly, but you can tell by casting Dispel Magic that there were some minor, we'll call them debuffs, minor magical effects that are on him that now end.
Okay.
And
He's just trying his best to help.
yeah, Hars manages to put his hands, or take his hands away, and as he does, you can see that there are dark tears running down his face. Hars looks at you, Usa, and thanks, man.
We will figure it out. Just try to relax. It'll be okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I just thought if we got the jump on her, then we could be done with this and go.
You live and learn.
Look, Hars. Even though I do the same thing you would probably do. You would, jump in there and get the jump on her. Gotta understand something about that. You gotta be able to have a bit of a plan and a follow-up of afterwards. So don't do that next time. And he walks off in the same direction that Mariah went.
Okay. Yep. You two are walking out, and you can see now beyond the circle, Gregory, because of your dark vision. And Usa and Lindir. Lindir, do you have dark vision? I think you do, don't you?
I think I do.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think Asimer do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, you guys can also see Mariah and now Gregory walking towards out into the dark, towards something. All right. I'm just sorry again. I'm sorry, guys.
I just don't want to fill out the paperwork for another lab assistant. And he keeps on walking.
I'll take lab assistant as a promotion for me.
Lucy just rolls his eyes. Come on, Nars. Can you stand?
Reaches a non-hold hand up towards anyone, either you or Lindir, that'll take it.
Usa will like
two
put,
of
like, a
them
hand
lift him
under his
up.
armpit, like, yeah, try to help him up.
Okay.
Usa's not strong, but he's trying his best.
Ours, can you see?
Not real well. No.
He's gonna shout ahead. Mariah,
Yeah.
watch your eyes, please, friend. He's
Got it.
Lindir is going to unsheath his sword and cast daylight on it.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and post daylight into the Roll20 chat, because there's something I need to check out here.
I will certainly try.
I can do it if you like. No problem. But
I'm
there's
on
special interactions.
D&D Beyond.
Oh,
There's there's the description they have.
Okay. The sphere is bright light and sheds light for an additional 60 feet. If you choose an object, that's not what I need. Never mind. That's not what I need. Okay. Awesome. So, as you cast daylight, this cavern seems to light up. In fact, with a 60-foot radius, this whole cavern lights up. Mariah, as you're walking in the darkness towards the small figure, and you're getting close at this point, you can now make out all the fine features, and you see it looks to be a small person that looks like it might have at one point been a gnome. But you can see with the bright light that there are many features of this former humanoid gnomish figure that are now, you can see like the side of its face, one side of its face, right side of its face. The mouth tapers off into a insectile mandible that kind of reaches around and doesn't have a second one to clamp onto. And you can see that the right side of its abdomen has a carapace that seemingly melds into the rib cage. And the little creature is just kind of just making a weird noise as it's sitting there staring at you. It closes its eyes and like hides away from Lindir's light when it first appears. Then afterwards, just kind of adjusts its eyes and looks back up at you, Mariah, as you approach.
She'll address it in common and can you understand me? Are you our guide out of here? Okay.
Waves a hand at you.
Hi. My name's Mariah. Are you in pain? Because that looks painful.
That's what you get back.
Okay, so we're gonna try something else. This is yes. That's no. Are you in pain? Got it. Okay.
I love him.
Guys,
I love this little dude.
we have a guide to get us out of here. Wow.
He looks happy. He doesn't look in pain.
Yeah, and she just kind of looked back at she looks from the gnome, and then she kind of looks back over her shoulder at Hars. She's like, "Ooh, yeah, his dad's gonna be really pissed." And waits for everybody else to catch up so we can follow this creature.
Okay. Gregory,
out.
you're the first one to walk up, and everybody else is now in closing as well. Closing in as well.
I catch up and I'm like, yeah, his dad's gonna be like, super pissed, really beyond pissed.
Oh, you don't know. I know
I
his dad.
I get the feeling. Okay, I make sure Hars is kind of out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she just like replaced inside of him with bees.
Yeah,
That's it. There's nothing else in there, just bees. I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it to him that he's possibly some kind of weird bee golem right now, because it looks like he got a lot in his mind at the moment. But that's what I think his situation is right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of sure. I mean, Hars wasn't always the brightest of all of us, or the wisest. God,
as I said, I forget that he's here sometimes. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Just like staring down at the back of him, just shaking his head. You guys suck.
Hars, come on. How long have we known each other? All our lives, right?
Uh-huh. Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Your life.
Well. And you still do stupid shit.
It wasn't stupid if it would have hit. Just saying.
No, it was stupid. She snapped that thing like it was nothing. And you thought a lightning bolt was gonna hurt?
What did you propose? A dagger?
I propose we just go along with whatever she's talking about.
And no, how about we save the arguing for when we can see the sun above us properly? Okay, let's go. Thank you, little friend. Please show us the way out.
The small insectile gnome creature, now since all of you arrive, claps his hands together and turns around, and it's like doing a melodic as he's walking through one of these tunnels that seems to be slowly ascending. As you're walking through it, you will periodically see other tunnels leading from this tunnel, but you also see that the inside of this tunnel, unlike the chamber, seems to be lined with little fragments, little glistening fragments of something that looks like crystalline in nature. It's like peppered with shiny crystalline stuff, blinky stuff.
I have a question, DM.
Sure.
Is this thing taller than Gregory?
About your size now.
I hate him.
I hate him. Yeah, it's roughly an inch or two, give or take.
Oh, nope.
From
Definitely
Gregory.
don't like that. No.
Does Gregory just hate everyone?
He's now tall. Well, he's taller than him by an inch. He obviously doesn't like them.
This guy's an asshole, I can tell. Okay, as you begin your ascent through the tunnel, and probably about 6 minutes of walking, you begin to see not quite sunshine, because the sun was shining very nice in Greenhaunt when you came down here, but it seems to be probably like a late day overcast. You can see out of the hole that you're getting ready to ascend out from. And as the little insect gnome creature goes out of the hole, because at the top it kind of flattens out, it plateaus, and then you can walk out of the hole. You can see that there is, it looks like a wormhole, essentially, a mound, and the outside of the hole looks fresh. Though the landscape, as you ascend out of this hole, looks much, much different than the place that you went in Greenhaunt. And that's where we're going to take a quick break. Everybody, bathroom break for the players, and we'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Thank you everyone for joining us so much. A lot of new faces. Great to see everyone. And we'll be back in just 2 or 3 minutes. So we'll see you all again very, very soon. Drink water, bathroom break. See you guys.
We're all just so like whatever about what's going on.
Yeah.
Oos is concerned.
There might as well be bugs. Yeah, whatever.
Oos is like the only one that's concerned for this kid right now. He's just like, oh fuck.
There we go. Okay, we are back. Yes, we're back. Okay. Sorry, there was a lull, and I switched over, and then we were talking, and then yes. Hi everyone, we're back from our break. Yeah, poor Hars. Oos is the only one who gives a shit. But that's okay. That's okay. Mariah cares in a different way, and you know, I don't want you to get me messed up because you get messed up kind of way. And yeah, we are back. So just a quick little recap. Our party, after completing a former campaign that we are going to learn about over time. We're going to do flashbacks. We're going to explore the previous relationships with all of our party members in the last campaign, how we lost one of our party members. Also, Gregory's relationship with Hars, which I'm sure is super great, because I can't remember his name. And and all the finer details in between. I want that to be a major part of this as we build these relationships and maybe find out some things along the way. Welcome back to a Moth of the Flame. So we were found in this chamber. We encountered this insectile-like creature, humanoid creature, but with a lot of insect stuff. And she was very, very powerful, super powerful. And she didn't have a mouth, and it was creepy. And anyway, long story short, the party had made it through that situation, and there has been threats. If they don't retrieve her son, this large insect creature that they fought at the not too long ago, then they would all meet their doom in some undespicable way. And we have emerged from this nest area, these tunnels, out into a landscape very different from Greenhaunt. Not too awful different, but Greenhaunt was your typical forest. Large trees, lush green area. It was creepy, sure. Greenhaunt, why would it be roses and sunshine? But it is nothing compared to the landscape you see when you exit this tunnel. The small insect gnome guy is all happy and giddy, and he begins to frolic as he reaches the exit of the tunnel. As you look around, you see what appears to be also somewhat of a forest. There are scattered trees, but it's mostly almost swampland with a musky smell, and a lot of vegetation, and a lot of small patches at the exit of this tunnel of that gossamer luminescent material around the end of this tunnel. And you're almost like on the outskirts of a bog, if you will. And just to make it even more bog-like, you look ahead of you to the right. There is no path here. This is just a worm mound in the middle of a forest. But you look to your right and you see that there is a small pond, and next to the pond, and when I talk small, I'm talking probably 40 feet in diameter, somewhere between a puddle and a pond. But you see a log next to the pond, and sitting on the log, you see the silhouette of a long gray-haired woman. And you also see another sight, which Kay might recognize. Actually, some of you, I think Trell and Khan might recognize. A teenage version of someone we might know. There is a half-orc girl bent over and looking at something on the ground. And she hears all of you and hears the of the insect guy as you exit the tunnel, and looks over at you and says something. Says something to the old woman sitting on the log. The old woman turns only enough, like turns her head, and you can see the haggard face of an elderly, probably 1,000,000-year-old human woman, and this old woman smiles, and you're all about 20 feet from this log. This old woman smiles with a half-toothy smile, and begins to stand up, and you hear, oh my, oh. And yeah, are all of you doing anything as you exit. The insect guy just stands there and puts his hands on his hips and just and points you towards the old woman and the half-orc girl.
Mariah will walk carefully, pick her way towards them. Excuse me. Hi. Where are we? We just came out of a hole in the ground. This wasn't where we went in. Could you tell us where we are, please?
Oh, lost my phone with the notes. Okay. The old woman brushes herself off, and you see she has like all these little tiny knickknacks and things. There's actually a weasel head, non-decomposed weasel head, hanging on her hip off of a string, and she kind of rattles when she walks because of all the things clanging on her. And she takes her staff and she starts walking towards you.
Oh, you're finally here, as you were told, or as it was foretold you were going to be here. It's great to see you. Oh, you're all so pretty. Pretty. Get the fuck out of here.
And she waves off the little insect guy, and he's like, bah. And he starts like trudging over towards the tunnel that you all came out of.
Come on.
I lean into Linda and go, I'm confused. Are you confused? Because I'm really confused right now. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Is there any sort of rolls that we can make to try to identify where we are right now?
Sure. Let's give that to Mariah and Gregory.
Ooh.
Gregory might know because your extensive research and just being super duper smart might be identify. You're in like a boggy area somewhere, but in Eberron there are quite a few boggy areas and continents with a lot of boggy areas. Let me know what you get. Or actually,
history would be good for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I rolling? History?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll history or nature.
I'm definitely rolling this, right?
Take your pick. Depending on
they're both the same. 12.
15.
Okay. I guess Gregory, you would you recognize this as obviously a boggy area, but running through the index in your head, you can tell. I mean, there's a lot of bogs out there, sure, but this is really creepy. This is probably one of those. You're probably in a different nation. You don't recall anywhere in Breland that fosters a lot of the type of vegetation and boggy area that you know of, like this. So you're probably not in Breland anymore, Toto. But other than that, you don't. I mean, it's kind of indescript as far as the bog goes itself.
I like look around a bit. I walk over to the bog and I lean down, pull out a bottle, like a little tiny like beaker, scoop the water up in it, shake it, look in the beaker a couple times. Okay, we are not where we started at.
Yes, I think we all put that together.
No, I mean like
Thank
we are
you.
not where we're started at. Like
You're expecting us, right? But where are we?
that's what
No
I want to
idea.
know. We're definitely far away from home.
Ma'am, can you help us?
Oh, sure, I can help you, little darlings. Yes. You're in. Do you know? Have you ever heard of Droam?
No.
Yes. I don't think we've been walking that long.
No.
I have been here before. I know where Drome is, okay, but I don't know how we got to Drome.
I don't know how we got here at all. I mean, I would expect some kind of something to happen to signify we transported someplace else. Don't.
But, I
just
mean,
get that
do you
far.
not remember the big flash of light and then suddenly we were somewhere else? I mean, that we
I
could have
guess
been
that counts,
passed
yeah.
out for a
You
long
didn't
time.
happen.
Oh.
You didn't happen to see a gargantuan, hideous bug creature climbing out of the hole there, did you?
One that looked like a beetle.
No hideous bug creatures here. No, you must be talking about the sun. Oh, are you the ones who set it free? Oh, so happy to see that it's free. It's very nice, very nice.
Yep.
Is that thing around here somewhere? We're trying to find it, actually.
It doesn't live in Droham, no. It lives over in Breland somewhere, as far as I'm aware of. But I'm not here for the bug. I'm here for you. It turns out the lot of you have friends in high places, and well, I've got to escort you to another place and get you the fuck out of Droham because you're not welcome anymore. Nope.
Okay, then let us leave.
Seems reasonable.
By the way, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't want to interrupt when we were saying it, but you all know what Droham is. It is a nation that was right here on the map. It's not recognized. I guess maybe not all of you know, but it's a nation. Whenever the Treaty of Thronehold 2 years ago, whenever the war officially ended and all these nations declared sovereignty, Droham also declared sovereignty, but it's the only one of the lot that tried to that wasn't it hasn't gone through yet because it is a nation of monstrous creatures, gnolls, hobgoblins, you name it, bugbears, trolls, ogres, all that stuff. This is a nation of those types of peoples, and they want to be an official nation. They have all been brought together by a group of 3 hags, and these 3 hags have managed to get these creatures to get along enough, to have this nation. And Droham also exports a lot of its peoples as mercenary troops and stuff. So it is, even though you might not know Droham, you probably have run across creatures that were from Droham that were hired as mercenaries. Who doesn't want a troll mercenary in their little organization, or a hobgoblin bounty hunter looking for someone in the city of Sharn. They're culturally accepted to be in other places. You'll even find gnolls and stuff in other cities, but Droham itself is a place that very few outsiders go because of the volatile nature. But yeah. So she said, "Yes, well, we need to be getting on because you outsiders aren't very welcome here in Droham. And come on, Morag, come on, let's bring our peoples and get them out of here safely." Go ahead.
Mariah just wants to talk to the old woman as we go along.
Okay, sorry. So the old woman waves for the half-orc teenager, and half-orc teenager looks up and, "Yes, Granny," and reaches down, and there's bones, like small bones laying in different formations in front of her, and she scoops them all up like jacks or pogs or whatever you want to call it. Scoops them all up and puts them in a pouch that she carries on her waist, and quietly files in behind the old woman, and she says, "Oh, you must have so many questions. So many questions. Okay."
Yeah. So, hi. My name's Mariah. And my friends and I, it's a long story, but apparently you're happy the son is free. We ran into his mother. She's not so pleased, and sent us to go find him. And why are you happy he's free if his mother's not?
Oh, chaos, my dear. A little bit of chaos, to liven things up. He's not going to destroy Droham. I don't give a shit about the other nations.
Oh, okay, that's fair. So, any idea where he might go?
Don't know. Don't know where he came from. Don't know where he's going. All I know, he's going to kill and murder many along the way. Yes.
Fair. Done the same. So, right, how far is it to get out of Droham? Where's the border? How far are we from the border? Kind of on a time thing. Like I said, his mother wasn't happy. One of our friends kind of pissed her off a little bit. We got a bit of a time crunch.
Oh, sure. Time's short. Only one life to live. Well, for some people. And, yeah, sure. Time is very... we're not very far from Grey Wall, Not very far from Grey Wall, and I'll bring you to Grey Wall, and then I'll have someone bring you to the border. Drop you off in Breland. Yes?
Great. Okay. Thanks. I'm sorry I didn't get your name.
Oh, my friends and servants call me Sorakatra. Pleasure to meet you.
She holds out her
Pleasure
hand.
to meet you too. And Mariah takes it and gives it a little shake and drops a curtsy.
I really want you to kiss it. Come on, don't don't
I
half-ass
make
on
it
me.
a hap. Oh, no, I really don't kiss.
Disrespectful motherfucker. I can't believe this shit. Okay, sure, yeah, absolutely. No kissing, of course, yes. Of course, yes. First date, I understand. Okay, fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Exactly. You know, I don't know where the hand's been.
Oh, no, that's fine. Yes, you're right. My apologies. Okay, fine. Morg,
Hey,
dear.
Linder, she smells worse than you do.
Oh, we got a stinky boy back there, eh? You want me to clean you up? Lander? Huh?
We tried. It doesn't work. Nor does it stick. So you'll be wasting your time.
Oh, I wouldn't waste my time on him. No,
We've been tracking through bug dens. What do you expect?
I don't know. Do you have anything to eat? Did you bring any of her little babies with you? I could go for a snack.
You eat those things.
Yes. It's a waste of protein. Why would you not? They're delicious. They pop in your mouth. Oh, you bite through the heads first. It's always the best part.
Sarakatra, I don't want to make it seem like I'm not thankful for your assistance, but there's actually a favor I would ask of you.
As long as it doesn't require me doing anything and we can keep walking, of course. Anything, sure.
Would you be able to identify this for me? He offers up his palm that has the big wriggling welt on it.
Okay. It's not moving at the current moment, but yeah, it is a mound in the center of your palm. She grabs it.
Oh, that lad is a symbiont. It's bound to you. You are very lucky indeed.
I keep being told that, but I'm having a hard time believing it.
Why is it lucky indeed that he has it? I mean,
It's
that's kind of the opposite of lucky.
No, it's a creature. It is a creature living inside of you. Oh, with its own motivations and lovely destructive. Oh, it's wonderful.
No, if you are so interested in eating that moth thing's babies, perhaps if you could get that out, you could eat it.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Don't want to waste that protein.
No, you don't want to eat a symbiont. That would kill you. No. That's no mere insect in his palm. That is a creature from the depths of Khyber. Burrowed under your skin it did. Sure. Yes. But it can be useful. Yes. Spend some time with it. Take a nap. Cuddle a bit. And I think you'll find that it is quite useful in its own way.
It's not going to harm me somehow.
Oh, it's gonna harm you, of course. It's a creature from below, yes. But it's a good harm. You know, masochism. Some say it's overrated, but I find it to be delicious.
I could
For
cut it out.
sadism myself.
To each their own. I like it all. Makes me tingle in the below regions. So,
That a part I didn't need to know.
oh, sorry. Sorry, it's been a lonely week out here. All right, Morag, I need you to go ahead. Let Resh know we'll be there within an hour.
She snaps her fingers, and the teenager who's quietly walking behind the group, poof, disappears and transforms into a raven. It begins to fly ahead of the group. Caw, caw. Wow, it's crow. Whatever. Begins to fly forward and in front of the group and out into the bog area.
How is Tars doing at this point?
Yeah.
sulking.
Yeah, how is
And-
ours doing?
Yeah,
Sulking,
Mariah's just kind of,
sulking, and rewrapping, putting another wrap over top of his hand, over top of the wrap that he had already on there. Don't stop bleeding.
Can I
Who's-
cast like a healing spell on him?
I was gonna say, Usa, do you think you could? I mean,
I
not
didn't
sure
want-
blood is something. A blood trail is something we want to be leaving here.
Yes. Here, let me see your hand. Let me see what I can do.
He hands you your hand. Go ahead and make a medicine check, Usa.
Oh,
As
I
he-
don't have that.
As he takes off, he doesn't finish wrapping the second wrapping, and he slides the first wrapping away so that you can, see and do your healing magics on it.
We got a 18 medicine
Ooh,
check.
nice.
Solid roll.
Nice, very nice. Usa, you take a look at the wound as you're getting ready to cast magic on it, and at the edges of the hole, you can see through it, by the way.
Yes.
Mariah's dagger,
Okay.
fucking 90 mile an hour, stabbed a hole through his hand, so you can see through it. But you can see at the edges of the wound, you can see what looks to be like chitin underneath the skin.
Titan.
Yeah, like just basically animal carapace or a bug-like
Yeah.
carapace at the edges, not the whole way around, but like let's say at the top corner, you can see a little bit of that poking out through the wound. He doesn't seem to notice.
He's just kind of looking at it, and he's like holding his the Harz's hand in his own. He's just trying to examine it. He's going to keep holding it and kind of pull it away from Harz,
Mhm.
and look over at Lindir like, perhaps you should see if you could do some of your holiness to this hand.
Fine.
Looking for like a because I just have stuff that does like raw HP. I don't have anything that like.
Okay, Lindir, as Usa shows you Harz's wound, you see the same thing. You see that one corner of it, there seems to be like carapace starting to poke through from the edge of the wound.
I could try a lesser restoration on it, but I'm not entirely convinced that's going to do anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, he'll try.
I-
No harm in trying.
Okay. You cast Lesser Restoration, and what does that do? Disease and poisoning.
conditions,
and-
Yeah,
think.
one conditions: blindness, poison, deafness.
Yeah, he kind of turns his head a little bit. I don't know what you're doing with that, but it feels nice. Thank you. You can see that. Actually, Lindir, I think that has a feedback for you. So you would be able to tell if it's curing something. You can tell that you have prevented some kind of infection that was starting in his wound in his hand. For right now, there is no more infection present.
He'll cure the infection and then use his lay on hands to heal any damage that's in there, but he doesn't look entirely convinced.
Okay. You heal 21. Do you want to heal 21 points of damage? Because that's so many he just.
Why not? Sure.
Okay. Everything else was psychic. Yeah, he's fucked. Okay. Okay. So you heal. You use 21 points of lay on hands, and you. He's like, wow. It's like I know you did that before, but feels really good. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. You guys are great.
Keep
See
it-
that, Gregory? They are awesome.
Does
Keep
it
an eye
heal?
on that.
Wait, you say something, Hars?
Does it heal over with skin, or does it heal over with like?
Yeah, did it like
that's
scab
what I'm
over,
curious to
or is it
see.
like all?
Oh, okay, yeah. So his hand, as Lindir pumps, you pump Greater Restoration and healing into it. The skin begins to grow over the wound, and it does
Okay.
seal. The skin over top of the wound definitely is discolored and looks a little bit different. Different because maybe it's going to take some time to kind of meld with the pre-existing skin. But it looks like it is a bit scarred a scarred heel, but on both sides of his hand, it is full and no longer actively bleeding or infected.
Keep an eye on that. I'm not entirely convinced I helped.
Well, the fact that I can move my fingers again is great. Thanks, Lindir. And thanks, Mariah.
I just trying to make sure that. Yeah, never mind.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I get it. I get it. I made a mistake. I tried. Okay, at least I was trying. Nobody else was doing anything. I tried.
You still don't understand, do you? You shouldn't have attacked her in the first place.
So we fought all that time to get the artifact with 8
And
months.
she snapped it. She snapped it like a broken twig. What made you think there was a chance there? Did you not get the level of magic she was pulling out of here?
Okay, but what if she was going to use that level of magic to turn us all into bugs? Didn't want that happening. Didn't want her getting the chance.
She had
I
already
did something.
said,
You did nothing.
She already said she wanted us to go find her son.
Yeah. And then what? What to what end, Mariah? Do you think she's just going to let us walk away at the end?
I hope so.
Hope. I don't understand.
It was that or die right there. I didn't want to die right there. And that was the other option.
I wasn't prepared to allow either. At least I did something, okay? You guys can be pissed off at me all you want, but I did something.
We're
Yeah,
just
and look where it
trying-
got you.
Again,
And
friends, perhaps now is not the best time to be arguing when we have so much still to figure out. We need to work together, not fight one another.
Let us behave while we're in the presence of a stranger.
The old woman's just
Please.
smiling ear to ear.
Oh no, go on. I love it. It's fucking great. I
I
love
love
it.
discourse.
Yes. Keep it. Oh, makes me. I don't even want to tell you what it does to me.
Again, didn't need to know that, but thank you for that.
Unsettling.
And she just looks over at Hars and she's like, God.
Just chill out, all right? We'll figure it out. Just relax. We'll talk about it later, okay? Sorry, I'm just a little... I don't know what. We'll talk about it
Yeah.
later.
And whose fault is that, Hars?
Mine, I
And
told
she
you.
turns around and starts, she just turns around and walks away from him.
He gets frustrated when you walk away. Was it the
How,
I know. She knows.
So,
How exactly was our location foretold to you? And were you offered any other insights?
I don't know. The bugs come out, they whisper at me and say weird shit. I don't like them. I usually eat them afterwards. But they come out and told a tale of a group of strangers coming out of the hole at this time, on this day. And I was supposed to get you out of Droam safely at behest of... I shouldn't be pausing here because this is part of the roleplay, but at Valar's behest, and I aim to do so because, as much as I hate her, I enjoy my existence. Mm-hmm.
Does that name mean anything to any of us?
Everybody roll a history check. Everyone. Yes.
Dirty 20.
That's a 22 from me.
Dirty. That's okay. Strider, keep getting rid of them. 'Cause
Get rid of all the bad ones now.
Rid of all the bad rolls.
Okay. I guess for this is a little bit of a tougher one, so we're gonna say that that it would be Mariah and Gregory. Gregory, you didn't quite recognize before, as far as like where you're at, what's going on, but you do recognize the name Valora, because when it comes to boogeymen, there are a breed of, we'll call them aberrations because I think they fall under that category, called the Dalkir. The Dalkir are ancient evils, and they're aberrations, and they were, how do I put it? Forced down into Kyber, forced down below by folks thousands of years ago. So they are bound to Kyber, which is the realm below, as well as like the overlords, which were, you know, demon things. But they are not demons. They don't align themselves. The Dalkir are something different because nobody knows their motivations, only that they're definitely evil. They don't really know. They're not demonic. They hate the demons and the demon lords and all that stuff. They're their own kind of special baddie. But but she is an ancient evil, and she is known as the Crawling Queen. And motives unknown. Just that, very, very bad. Very, very bad.
Okay, so that's not good.
I can see why you don't want to piss her off.
Yeah, someone like calling himself the Crawling Queen. I mean,
Yes.
okay, that explains, you know, why we're walking around with a body full of bees.
Ah, who's got the bees? Baby. Oh, sorry. Yes, who's got bees? I love bees.
Where'd he go? Hars, where are you? There you are. Hars, him.
Yeah, Greg.
You're the one with the bee. Okay, yeah, this is the guy that has the bees in him. Yeah, he got whatever to buy her, and now he's full of bees.
Let's open him up. Let's take a look.
No, we're not opening anybody up.
No, we can't. No, we can't open him up. I'm afraid I kind of got to draw the line there. Can't open him up.
He doesn't look like much of a fight. It's fine. We'll learn something.
Lessons were already learned.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I think that's one lesson that we probably don't need any further learning on.
Your insight's appreciated, but we need to keep him alive for now.
Yeah. Do. It's
yes,
tempting
exactly.
as that is. We have to keep him alive.
I mean, I do have to keep. Yeah, he kind of needs to get back alive. And she just gives him this look, and she goes, "Your dad's gonna be so pissed." And he turns back around and starts walking off again.
Shut up, you guys are fucking almost. Yes, I'm glad I mean nothing to anyone. You know, we have to keep him alive. Not that he didn't save each one of our lives multiple times. No, it's cool. It's cool, guys. We have to keep him alive.
I didn't say you weren't useful.
No, I mean, you have purpose, Gregory. I'm talking about myself. But Hars, you also do have purpose, kind of. Supposed so.
Still.
You.
Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead. Tell me.
You can reach things I can't reach. No, I have Mage Hand. I don't need you. Let's go. I keep on walking.
Horace, just ignore him.
All the fucking time, though. Like, for real.
He's sensitive. He's sensitive about his height or lack thereof. Just let him be.
No, seriously. Like, remember 2 weeks ago when you told him to come get me? You were getting ready to leave, and I was gonna miss the train. Yeah, he never fucking came. I don't know what he did, but he never showed up.
I know, but the thing is, you're at least at eye level, so he's easier to miss too. So as long as you just keep your chin up, then we don't even have to see him. You know.
Fucking optimism. You know what? Whatever. I appreciate the help, but what the fuck? That's not gonna work. All right, fine.
Common courtesy often goes over Gregory's head.
Like most things.
You know, you're trying to soften the blow with the height stuff. It doesn't help, but that's okay. Okay, at least you're trying. At least you're trying. It's like yelling towards Greg. All right, let's keep going. The old woman looks at all of you.
Yes. So I have a lovely young man who's going to escort you out of Droam, keep you all safe and tidy and stuff.
Oh, it's not going to be you?
No, Oh, look at this. I mean, these legs are great, don't get me wrong, but, travel's not for the likes of me, I have important work to do here. Yes.
Well, it makes sense, I suppose. All right, well, where's this guy that's going to take us the rest of the way, then?
Great Wall is right up ahead. As soon as we get there, what is his name? Resh will be waiting outside. I sent Morag to go up and warn him. And, yeah. You continue walking for almost an hour, and you can tell that even the harsh overcast to this already dreary landscape, not lush greens, we're looking at green grays as far as the color palette of this area. But you do up ahead, you see a clearing, and there is a large stone wall and a large gate. Standing outside that gate is, you can see right inside the gate that there are monstrous races of peoples walking back and forth, doing things inside there, as well as a few city guards. There is a troll and 2 ogres standing at the gate that look to be, just jaw-jacking with each other. Outside the gate, though, the figure that you see standing with the teenage half-orc addressed as Morag earlier, you see a minotaur. And not like the player variant medium-sized minotaur, a large, 10.5 foot tall minotaur, who looks very, very awkward next to the teenage girl, who is standing there and staring up at him with a leery eye, kind of like, all right, she's like an untrusting stare. And the as you all approach this minotaur and this girl, the old woman puts her hands up. Ah, Mark, you got him here in time. Very good, dearie. Very good. Very good.
The half-orc says, "Yes, Granny. It was not hard. Shall we read the bones?" And the old woman,
"No, we'll read the bones later. Business now. Business now. Resh, this is... Oh, hell. I'm like the little fella. I forget your names. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to good friend Resh. Resh, this is them."
Mariah, pleasure to meet you.
Gregory.
The minotaur looks down at you, Usa.
How tall is this guy? I just want to have it in my
10.5 feet.
10.5 feet, okay. Usa just gives him his best charming voice smile and up at him. Hello, you may call me Usa.
The minotaur quietly turns his head and looks over towards you, Lindir.
My name is Lindir. My pleasure to make your acquaintance, Resh.
The minotaur has 2 nose rings that connect with a chain over to 2 earrings, and on that chain there is a small, what appears to be a small rodent skull, kind of sliding back and forth as his head moves around. And the minotaur looks down to all of you and...
Daughter, you did not tell me they were outsiders. What is this?
The old woman looks up and...
Resh, he's actually very nice. He's just a big kidder. Yes, these are Valara's guests, and I need you to take them to the border. Please, Resh, please, no arguing. The fuck moving, right? Right?
And she stares right up at him with an angry face.
Very well. You all do not take up much room. You can sit in my storage area while we travel.
Question. It's been a really long day. Cave goo, would it be possible for maybe a hot bath and a bed before we continue on this journey? Is that a possibility?
No.
I can pet.
We leave now?
pray.
No. We leave now.
Okay, sure. I'll just hang on to my gold then. Thanks. Where are we going?
You are very lucky. You get to ride in my new toy. We are going to Breland. I will drop you off near the border. I will probably fly around the Silver Lake to show off my new toy. I will drop you off after the flight.
So what's your new toy exactly?
Sounds like a good time.
It is a boat that flies in the air. I call it the Matador.
Where is it?
It is on the other side of Greywall.
You haven't gored it, have you?
No, I have gored with it.
Excellent.
Oh, so wait,
Cool.
yeah, let's go
So,
check this.
yeah.
Let's go check this thing out. You know, that's what we should do, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
When you board the Matador, you will shut your mouth. And you will be kind to my crew. Or we will kick you off the side.
Usa gives Gregory a very sharp look, like,
Wait.
If it comes to that, I got it.
Any questions? We leave now. No questions? We leave now. Excellent.
The Minotaur turns around and begins to walk away from the gate of Greywall.
He's actually kind of hot, you know?
That's what you like, I suppose. You know, if you like them very, very large.
Tall.
Mariah is a woman of good taste.
Usa, I did want to talk to you. I've foreseen a problem, specifically with this Resh individual. He's just much too big for you. He would squish you. He's not boyfriend material.
Hars begins to laugh. Like a belly laugh.
I kick Hars in the knee. I just take out his knee.
Fucker! No.
Hers.
Make an attack roll with advantage.
Usa, I know that look. You're ignoring me. You're thinking about it. Don't even think about it.
Let's see. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a damn sorcerers. Yeah, you hoof his leg. It kind of like wobbles underneath him. Whoa! Ow! You suck.
That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm keeping you alive, Hars.
wow.
Apparently, that's now my job: is to keep you alive.
You know what? It started as mine,
I know.
but I'll let you have it. Along with 7 fucking hit points. Are you kidding me? Ow! Yeah, he's favoring his knee now. Oh, man.
Size has never been one to stop you, Lindir, so I won't let it hinder me either.
Yeah, Mariah, listen to your dad. Don't date the big. He's making sure
What?
that Resh is far enough away. The big guy. Yeah, don't date him because your dad said so. And then Hars walks away towards the Minotaur.
Do we interfere if the Minotaur decides to squish Hars? Anybody?
It's like his brain is addled. He's practically a buzz.
Fair.
Honestly, like I said, I probably wouldn't miss him that much.
We get it, Gregory.
Luckily, look, you're all seeing what I'm seeing. Lack thereof. I mean, all I'm saying is he was a piece. Has he really saved us, or did it seem like it was more of a thing like, oh, Har saved us, but we actually did it kind of thing? Let's be honest.
Hars has his usefulness. he does have his usefulness. He wouldn't be here if he didn't. And his dad is somebody that you just don't say no to. I mean, so he can be useful even if he's an idiot. Even idiots are useful.
I am going along with the Bennett with the belief that, maybe he will surprise us and then something will happen that we require his unique skills, whatever they are, at that one particular moment that will save us all in a way that we did not think would ever save us. I am holding out for that.
Gregory, if this boat actually flies, perhaps it'll afford you a new perspective. You will see things as the rest of us see them.
And he keeps on
Maybe
walking.
maybe if we pick him up and put him on a stepladder or something, we'd still be a couple feet above him.
It's just nope. And I keep on walking.
Would like to borrow my lifts. I've got those in the disguise kit.
Perfectly fine.
We all have
That's
our
fun.
places here. Gregory can help us if we drop things. He's much closer to the ground than the rest of us.
You hear like an exasperated yelp coming from far, far away.
Gregory deserves it a little bit. Like, for how shitty he's being to ours, he deserves it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, gang. I jacked everything up. Oop. I killed Roll20 trying to click into, or killed Zoom trying to click into Roll20, and now I can't get Zoom to come back. All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
We can still hear you. Is it okay on the stream?
Oh no, we can
Oh no,
hear.
the stream's
Yeah.
the stream's messed up.
All right. Let's. I got an idea. I have an idea. Let's go to our last campaign, and that looks like. Sorry. There we go. We're back. Yes.
Oh, we're in Bilgewater now.
Yep, we were. Yep, we just took a dip back into Bilgewater. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I messed up Zoom, but yeah, no, all the audio was still there. We were good. It was just.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Goodness, I hate Bilgewater.
Oh, Cammy's back! Yay! So okay, as Hars begins to walk away, the old woman stands there. The half-orc walks over to her. Half-orc teenage girl walks over to her, and
Well, I believe this is where we part ways. I really hope you all can continue to argue and belittle your friend, and you know.
I get it's belittled because he's short.
Oh, I meant the other one, but him too, sure. Any amount of discourse is a good amount, absolutely. Well, you all take care, and if you ever come back here, you won't be protected any longer, so, you know, it'll be interesting. I hope to see you again.
Yeah, I hope to see you too. Eventually.
Yes, it's very nice to meet you, and we appreciate you getting us out of the swamp.
No.
And, thank you.
Self-preservation! Woo! Come on, Morag. Let's get the hell out of here.
And they begin to walk back into the bog. The four of you are standing there. Hars looks back.
Oh yeah, following.
Yeah, follow.
Okay. You all make your way around the outskirts of Greywall, a large walled city of monstrous people inside of Drohem. Though, you know, we're not really going to explore Greywall. It's not what we're here for. And, you know, we might not have enough time. If you'd like to come back, we most certainly can when it's more dangerous. But for right now, you have a free pass because you have important people that really want you to do things for them. So Resh brings you around the outskirts of Greywall, and as you round the corner of the city, you can then see roughly parked, kind of hovering above a field to the northeastern corner of Greywall is a what some of you have seen, especially you, Gregory. Actually, anybody who's been to... So Mariah, you're from Sharn. Gregory, yeah, you would know. Usa, you may have never seen an airship. And Lindir, you probably have as well. But there is an airship floating just a few feet off the ground. above a field. And for everybody who doesn't know, Eberron airships are essentially like a boat. It's made of something called soarwood, which is a wood with very special properties that allows it to be buoyant, not just in water, but also in air as well. Soarwood can only be found in one particular forest in Eberron that people know of. So maybe that's an adventure for another day. But yeah, so airships are pretty rare. They're not all over the place because it's so hard to produce them, because you have to get the elves to allow you to do it. They only have so much forest, etc., etc. So this airship, especially in an area like Droam, is super, super rare or unheard of. And you see that there is this airship floating above the ground, and you see that it looks like it's smattered with a bunch of like red, violent-looking streaks all over the hull of the ship, and it looks like somebody just went over it with like a paintbrush and just started doing this. And
right, reavers.
Yeah, it's essentially reavers. And at the front of the ship, you see that someone haphazardly put horns on the front, but they don't look like minotaur horns. They look more like antlers, but antlers that are about 7 feet wide each. Like each side of them is 7 feet wide, so like 14 feet in width for the antlers. And they put them on the front, and along with like five or six different skulls, just kind of all pushed together and underneath the antlers. Like some child glued a bunch of skulls together, slapped it on the front, and then put antlers on top. It's very not artistically appealing, but yeah.
Does it look sound and structure wise?
Yes. Yeah, it looks. The craftsmanship looks great, with the exception of what was added onto it. Looks shoddy. It does not look like Minotaurs made it.
So if you look at Gregory, you see him. He's trying his best. He's really trying now to not critique the shoddy craftsmanship. Like you see him just sitting there, like just his arms are folded, just like tapping his foot rapidly. You see him sweating profusely.
Moose is just giving him a look. He's just like, don't.
Behold, everyone, the Matador.
Oh man, we missed Arts and Crafts Day.
Yes, it's art. Yes.
Yes, it truly is. That is definitely art. And Mariah's kind of looked at the ship, but she's been looking at the walls as they've been walking. I take it they didn't go inside the city itself. We stayed on the outside of the walls.
Right.
Is there any graffiti or writing on the walls?
No, nothing on the outside.
Okay. Crap. All right.
No, just sturdy stonework.
Okay. Is there a way for her? I'd like to hang back for just a minute. She's kind of, as they're all kind of going over to the ship, Mariah's going to hang back a little bit, and she's going to go walk over to the wall, the outside wall, kind of near the gate, but not too near the gate. And like she's examining the wall, and she's going to scratch in Thieves' Cant something on the wall.
Okay, sure. Do you want to make that known what you're scratching, or you want that in...
She's just going to scratch on the wall in Thieves' Cant. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how she's going to phrase this. Loke.
Mm-hmm.
Danger. Boy. Hurry.
Look or Loke? Like your...
Loke.
Loke?
Loke. Yep.
Gotcha.
And she'll kind of put a mark on it that in Thieves' Cant would the guild, her specific mark within the guild.
Okay.
And a mark that would like indicate the date. So it's a timed message. But again, it's just like a tiny little scratching type thing. She does not want this to be obvious at all.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, you scratch out a little thieves' cant to leave the message. Excellent. Anybody else doing anything else before we get on the airship? There is a ladder, the rope ladder that drops down.
Moose is just staring at it with like his ears like perked up really high and like big sparkly eyes because he's never seen something like this before, so he's excited.
I walk over to the rope ladder. Look over at Usa. Look at the rope ladder. Usa.
Usa's just like gives him a look again, and he'll go over and just kind of like give him a boost up.
Thank you.
He doesn't like baby pick him up. He like puts his hands out so he can step up.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I just like use it as a boost up and get onto the rope ladder.
Very nice.
Then he'll go up after him.
Now each of the rungs on the rope ladder are not rope themselves. The ladder is rope, but they're small platforms because Minotaur hooves. They're small little platforms that are very easy to. They have a grip, so you don't really have to worry about whether you guys are gonna like fall off or any of that stuff. So yeah, as you help Gregory up onto the ladder, he begins to climb up, and Hars and Resh have already crested the top of the boat. And are the other three of you climbing up the ladder as well?
Yep.
Yeah. There is a bit of a humming to this boat. There is a ring that goes around these airships, and everybody knows that the elementals, they don't know specifics, but they know elementals power these airships, and this ring that goes around them has like energy that flows through it, and then it has these four things that connect the ring to the hull of the ship. If nobody else is doing anything else, you get up to the end of the ship, and immediately you get to meet the crew. Yay! So there are 7 Minotaurs, or no, not 7, 5 Minotaurs standing on the deck of the ship besides Resh, and they all look in various degrees of angry bad folk. They're all wearing like mercenary gear, and none of them look particularly pleasant. Resh is the biggest one, but not by much. As you are sent there, hover on the airship, one thing you're going to notice that stands out very quickly is that the area you pilot from, the cockpit, whatever you want to call it in this airship, it sets up a little higher than the front deck that you're on. And you can see inside of the cockpit, inside the glass window in the cockpit, you see something that kind of stands out. You see a half-elf standing inside the cockpit with a large wheel in front of him. Resh looks down at all of you as you finally all get up on. He says,
"These are our guests. Do not harm them. Do not eat them. Do not push them out unless I say so. Guests, treat my crew with respect and shut your mouth. That is our pilot." He points
to the half-elf in the cockpit. And the half-elf raises its hands, and you can see that it has handcuffs on. And raises its hands, it goes like this. Kind of does a wave, and then puts its hands back down. There you can see that there are 2 Minotaurs in the cockpit with the small cockpit area with the half-elf.
So what's their deal?
That is our pilot.
Apparently.
He is a happy person, and you will not talk to him.
Cool. All right. Okay.
We are going to fly into Breland. We are going to show off my new ship, because those suckers can't keep it. So it's mine. Right? It's mine, right? Looking at you, Gregory.
Yeah, it's yours. Yeah, it's yours. I instantly look back at Lindir and say, "It's totally yours." No, it is
Okay, just wanted to make sure you knew. So, we're gonna fly over
Okay, there we go.
You can tell by the arts and crafts on the outside that it is absolutely your ship.
Yeah, it is totally your ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, arts and crafts of war.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My ship. So,
Yeah, it's your ship.
can't hear you from up here, but
I'm just talking about how great your ship is. I love the red over there that you put on that side of the ship. It looks great.
yes, great arts and crafts. We will fly over Silver Lake. I will show off my new battleship. And then we will bring you to somewhere. Where would you like to go in Breland, right by Silver Lake?
Silver Lake is right here, just northeast of you.
And we're trying to go to where?
Okay, so let's break down geography for you guys. Okay, so where you started this campaign was in Greenhaunt, to the east of where you're at right now. This map is to scale, so if you want to have your ruler tool, you can see that Greenhaunt, roller tool. And chat, next episode I'm going to try to have this map ready so that you guys can also see the travel and stuff. We're going to try to have the map accessible. So yeah, where you're from, where you were earlier was roughly 300 miles away from here to the east. From Greywall to Silver Lake is like 60 miles to the south end of Silver Lake. And Gregory, we'll say that these things roughly fly max speed of 20 miles an hour. So you're looking at like a 3-hour trip just to get to the Silver Lake. Yeah. But other than that, there are cities up by Silver Lake. So you have Xandrar, which is right above Silver Lake. That is a decent sized city. And also Arcanax, which you guys will see right here. Arcanax is, it's actually a farming village, but floating above the farming village is the premier mages college. Pretty much Hogwarts, but on a larger scale. Premier for Corvair, a floating island of like Hogwarts type thing.
So, quick question. What's the closest city that's not going to get the ship shot out of the sky that we could go to in either Breland or there on the edges of the lakes?
I don't know if you would know because no one's ever dealt with Droamites before.
But Usa knows the reaches, right? Usa, you ran the borders of the reaches. You're muted, Kay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, Usa's from the reaches, and I guess my biggest question is, we started in the Greenhaunt, but where did we come from before we went there?
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you guys decide at the exact point that you left to go to Greenhaunt, but I will tell you that your adventure began to the north in the city of Flamekeep. Let me see if I can find it here on the map. That is the home of the Silver Flame, where they're based out of, right here. Yes, in Thrain, the nation of Thrain, and Flamekeep is the hub of the Silver Flame. So that's where your adventure began.
Okay. Maybe it'd be better for us to go to Arcanax because maybe we could get someone to look at Hars.
Yeah.
And then we'll be closer to get to Flamekeep from there.
Yeah.
If they'd be willing to go that far north anyway.
We could go there.
Resh, could you take us to Arcanax?
no. Too far in Breland.
Silver Falls.
I don't know where that's at. Silver Lake. Yes.
It's just north of the lake.
It's Silver Lake, and then there's a little bit of land, and then there's a bigger lake, and we want to go to the bigger lake.
Drop you in Bigger Lake. Yes.
No, not
No.
no.
The town on the edge of the bigger lake.
Oh,
Town called Silver Falls.
I don't know. Yes, drop you in Big Lake Town.
Yes, perfect.
Perfect. Yes, that would be great.
Yes. Great. Arts and crafts, Big Lake drop. Shit's happening. Yes.
Do I happen to have a map of the area on me? DM?
I would say yes. Yeah, even multiple people can have maps. We're level 10, right?
Oh yeah,
So
that's why I'm asking. Yeah. So I pull up the map and unfold it, and I point to where Silver Falls is. See right here, Silver Falls. There.
Yes. Lake, under region. Drop in. Yeah, I got you. I've got you. Drop you there.
Right. He has no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, to Silver Falls. Let's go, guys.
You could land on the lake, right there next to the city.
Tried landing this on things. Usually kills people. Don't want to.
You know, we will just go and we will deal with it when we get there.
You know, yeah. Why don't you?
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep, that looks good. That sounds good.
Sounds great.
Okay. You can go below deck. Storage room. It's where you will stay during our journey. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Down
That's
these
fine.
those stairs. Yes, we will.
Down there, yes.
Yes.
You stay there.
Yeah.
It was just trying to like usher, like, come on, let's
Yeah,
get
oh,
away
yeah,
from the big
Mariah.
scary guy. Let's go. Come on, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. As you all usher down below deck, as you're walking down the first set of stairs and getting directly below the deck of the ship, you see that there are a plethora of cabins, personal cabins, quarters for people to stay in, and they all look pretty decorated, like as in they've been stayed in recently. Though none of them look like they were stayed in by minotaurs, but you know, you can see personal effects, paintings of halfling families. You can see that there is one room that looks like there was a soldier from either Breland or Thrain in there. There's military memorabilia in the room, and then there was another set of stairs that leads down into the cargo hold, which is where he said for you to go. But I mean, nobody's directly watching you right now as you descend down the first set of stairs onto the second floor. What would you all like to do?
This is just really curiously peeking in the rooms, like, oh, what's in here? Oh, what's
Yeah,
in here?
Mariah's just keeping an eye out for something shiny.
I look for a room. I look for an empty room, and I just go inside and just hop on to a bed.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to go further down, Gregory.
I hop off the bed.
Mariah, go ahead and make an investigation check. Since you're of the thieving nature.
Investigation. 10.
10. You start looking around the rooms. You don't really see any. You don't really see anything of like value, money value. But you do see there is one of the rooms that are full of clothing. Like it looks like somebody emptied out a whole store full of attire and just brought them in here. There's hangers hanging off the walls. There is with clothes all on it. Very chic looking stuff. Some kind of like tailor's room or something in here. None of it looks like it's big enough to fit a minotaur. It all looks very medium humanoid size clothing.
Yeah, she's just gonna take a quick scan, see if there's anything that might fit that she likes.
There is a
Snatch it.
there is a hotness scarf that looks like it's very, very well crafted. Silken, gold embroidery. It's just beautiful.
Oh, Love it.
Oh, you found it. Good.
I did.
know-
Yeah.
I knew your investigation check would find that.
Yep.
So you found this gold-like scarf that you can easily pluck out of there.
Yep. She wraps it around herself, heads on back down the stairs.
Okay.
In the storage room.
I like stare at that room for a second, like,
Nothing will fit you.
no. But- I head downstairs.
Yes. As you all head down into the cargo hold, you can see that when you get down here, there's several like crates and stuff of dry goods down here. Nothing really of value. But you can see that there is a shipping order stapled to one of the support beams down here. And it says, sorry, Carl. I meant to get this to you earlier. I know your daughter's wedding is supposed to be in 2 days. Might be delayed a day, or I might be delayed a day or two here. But here is the manifest. And then it gives a manifest of all like the dry goods. I will say there's a couple casks of wine, and a lot of decorative stuff down here, party favors and streamers and shit.
I happen to have a crowbar in my pack. I'm gonna start opening one of those crates of wine.
Okay.
Mariah, are you sure we should just
I'm
stay
looking at this
Probably.
manifest.
while we're traveling? It's going to be a while.
Exactly.
Mariah makes a good point.
Nice. Okay, so you guys break into the wine. It's very easy to break into, especially for you, Mariah. And there's nobody down here to witness you doing it. And yeah, with their size, you're probably pretty sure you could hear them coming down if they should decide to do.
This is a good vintage. She hands it off to Lindier. Grabs another bottle. Anybody else? She looks over at Hars. Do you want a drink? You look like you could use a drink. You've had a hell of a day.
That's true, but I don't want to die. So I've already made one mistake today. I'll let you make this one.
Fair.
Just saying, it's kind of weird that nothing in this ship is Minotaur sized. You know, we have.
Because they obviously stole it.
They obviously stole this ship, so we're
They've
definitely
obviously stole it.
that they stole this
And
ship.
they've obviously had it for a while, and they haven't touched this yet. So, you know.
Okay, well, I guess that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I suppose. All right. Well, I like look for one of like the dry goods, and I grab a handful of like something, and I just munch on it.
Sure. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff that has good shelf life in here. And yeah, you start grabbing something to eat, and yeah, you're all making yourselves at home. Is there anything else you'd like to do as the travel goes? You feel the ship take off. It's pretty pleasant. Not a whole lot of jarring around. But you can feel that you're in flight, and that you hear the slight humming of the machinery as the elemental propels the ship up and forward. Is there anything we do on our few-hour journey up to Silver Lake?
During my journey, I'm going to give my peeps some good old infusions. I'm going to give where's my infusions now? I'm going to give Mariah the returning weapon infusion. So if you throw your weapon, it will come back to your hand. I will give Lindier repulsion shield, so that his shield holds 4 charges. While holding it, the wielder can use a reaction to immediately after being hit by a melee attack. When one of the shield charges, push the attacker 15 feet away. That's what I'm going to give to Lindier. And to Usa, I am giving enhanced arcane focus.
Ooh.
You have +2 to your spells stuffs. You get a +2 bonus to attack rolls, to spell attack rolls, and the creature, and you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Oh, sick. I will
Oh,
find a place to
nice.
write that down.
Yeah, well, I looked in the compendium and Roll20, and you can look it up in there, but it doesn't transplant like an item. Like
Yeah, it doesn't transplant the item, but you can look it up there.
yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll just write it. Yeah, I'll write it on my features and traits. I'll input a new entry so I can remember.
Yep, that's what I did.
Nice.
And I give myself a repeating shot. Basically, this magic weapon grants a +1 bonus to attack, and damage rolls made with it when used to make a ranged attack ignores a loading property if it has it. And if I have no ammunition, it magically just creates ammo.
Nice. And that's for your arm cannon?
No, that's for my crossbow.
Oh, for your crossbow? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That's right. I forgot because your arm cannon takes a separate, or it uses a separate thing. Cool.
Yeah.
Goodies. Awesome. Is there any conversation we're having during this journey as well? Gregory is hooking everybody up. And is there anything else we'd like to discuss on our journey? No? Going once, going twice?
Mariah would like to have a little chat with Hars in Thieves' Cant away from everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, you can Hars is welcome to go away from the group.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of kind of gives him a sign like we need to talk. Sits him down.
What is it? You gonna rub it in my face some more, or what's going on?
How much do you remember what happened right then? How much do you remember that?
Right then when?
When you tried to attack her. What do you remember?
Shot her with lightning, she dodged it. Then I couldn't move, I was staring at the ceiling. Or whatever was in the darkness. And I don't know, then bees flew out of my fucking mouth. I remember that part. That's about it.
You remember her holding a candle?
No, I couldn't see anything. I was looking like up into the darkness.
She has a candle. And the candle is lit, and the flame is your essence. If the candle goes out, you're dead. If the candle burns completely down, you go insane. Or worse. And if that happens, somebody else's candle is going to get lit. We're on a time crunch here. We either have to get you fixed or we have to find her son. You're on borrowed time, my friend.
I don't feel like she took my soul or anything. I feel fine.
You're vomiting bees.
Okay, that's definitely screwed up. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Did you look at your hand? Did you see what was happening to your hand?
Yeah, it had a hole in it. I wonder how that got there.
I take his hand and I take the bandage off and I go, does that look normal? Does that skin look normal to you?
It looks it's probably a hard heal, right? We were in a place. Lindir does great work, right? He's healed me fucking 100 times. I'm sure it'll be fine. It feels fine, right? I don't understand what you're getting at. Right, relax. We're getting out of that place, right? We're gonna find this bug creature, all right, and then we're gonna get back to business as usual.
Right. What do you think is gonna happen if something happens to you? How do you think your dad's gonna take this? Especially if you don't have a soul. Especially if she has taken your life essence. You are on borrowed time, my friend.
I choose to not believe that she's going to take my soul. But I believe you. I believe you that what you're saying, because you saw it and I didn't. So I'm going to try not to focus too much on the fact that she has a dirty wax sculpture of me that's burning away. And just focus on finding the bug kid and getting it home. I appreciate your concern, but I can't afford to get any more emotional because I will snap, right?
You can't afford to be in denial about this. You cannot afford to be in denial about this, Hars.
Look. I understand. Thank you. I understand. I'm not in denial. I just can't. I can't. I don't know how to describe it. I can't. The shit that I just saw, it almost broke me. I can't right now. I can't. I'm sorry.
All right. Just be more careful. You and I both know that you should not have done that attack. You know that.
But if he would have killed one of you, if she would have killed one of you, then I couldn't
did.
live. She didn't kill. What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's okay. It's okay. He puts his hands on your shoulders. It's okay. Breathe. Right? Breathe. Come on. You keep me together normally. My turn. Breathe. It's okay. I fuck with you, but like for real. It's okay. You know I care about you. So, my turn. You breathe, and let me quietly do the worrying.
Fuck. All right. Just don't do anything brash. All right?
No,
No more of that shit.
I'm gonna let Gregory fuck this one up. I'm good for a while. I'm good. I'm gonna back up and be quiet, reserved. Hey, we're good, right?
Let me make the first attack if it comes to that.
You weren't quick enough to stop me. How do you think you're gonna stop her?
I wasn't trying to stop her. I'm saying from now on, let me make the first attack.
No promises, but I will try.
Specialty, remember?
No doubt. You are right. You're right. You're very quick. I respect that. Look, Dad fucking gushed over you. I was so sick of hearing about it. I get it. But, we'll come back to this. Right?
She just hands him the rest of the bottle of wine and kind of gives him on the cheek and then walks away.
Yeah, you know me too well. Like turns and starts drinking away from the group.
She'll go back and then she'll go back to the crate. She'll pull out another bottle of wine, sit down and just start drinking.
Okay. Okay. As you walk back over and you start drinking, a little bit of time passes, and after a while, a minotaur, nondescript minotaur, comes down the stairs and yells, for all of you, come up top, we'll be there soon, come up top. He said, come up top.
Yes, we're on our way.
Place the bottles, replace the corks, put it back in the crate, close up the crate.
Okay.
I put away all my tools. I put away all my tools and I head back on upstairs.
Okay. Lindir, anything else before we head up?
Nah.
Okay. We you guys head back up top to the deck. And as you go up, you can see the Silver Lake out in front of you. It is nighttime now, and as you look down at the lake, it's kind of peaceful and serene, especially from this view. You're out of Droam. You are out of the dreary, ugly nastiness of those bogs and awful forests and swamps, and you're back in Breland in all its brilliance. As you look out onto the Silver Lake and the moonlight glistens over the top, you realize, okay, you're back in a safer place. You go out and you start looking over the side of the ship. Definitely for Usa and probably for some of you, or if not all of you, the first time you've been on a functioning airship, and you take in the air, the wind, and it's not, it's 20 miles an hour, so it's not like blasting you. You're not flying off the side or anything like that. But you go out and you take in the view, and as you do, the Resh yells at all of you.
Look down there. He points to the right. That is Drum Keep. They are weak. We shall fly our warship in front of them and show them what real might is.
The airship turns and goes towards this small, like, stone fortress down at the edge of the lake, and it begins to bank and turn, kind of like a show, like they're going a catwalk. It's going, and then it's turning back, and instead of heading eastward, it begins to head north. As it does, you all hear some strange sounds. You hear poof, from down on the surface next to the lake. Poof, poof, poof. You hear the sounds of something firing. Resh is like,
what is that?
and with
I'm fine.
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Mariah's like, I believe that's called cannon fire.
As all of you begin to turn northward and head away from Silver Lake and towards your objective, Silver Falls, I believe you said it was called? Silver Falls?
Yeah.
As you begin to head towards Silver Falls, you feel the first something hit the side of the ship. It rocks the ship. You hear the smashing and crunching of something blow its way through the side, lower part of the ship. So if you were in the cargo hold, you'd probably be dead right now. Something large smashes a hole in the ship. Resh begins to bark commands at his crew, yelling for them to speed up. The one yells back to him that they're going as fast as they can go. The second thing hits the ship, blows another hole in it. Luckily, you hear something whiz by that misses. Unluckily, you begin to descend very, very quickly. The nose of the Matador is rapidly diving down into Silver Lake. And that's where we're going to end today's episode. Thank you, everyone, very, very much for joining us. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm always a mess at the beginning of a campaign, so I apologize for any gurgliness. You gotta get that flow on. And yeah, thank you so much for giving me the chance here. Let us let's go around and do our outs, and then I'll wrap up channel stuff, and then we'll roll out. So let's start with Gregory. Wally, who are you? Where can we find you? Any closing thoughts on today?
Hey y'all, it's your boy Wally. You can find me on on Twitter at Wally132. That's WALLE 132. Yeah, it's we are a very dysfunctional group. And I enjoy playing. It is somewhat therapeutic for me to play like at least a character that deserves all the shit that's thrown at him. You know, so it also is very therapeutic. Just a little bit. It's very therapeutic. I'm having a blast playing with you guys, and it's always great to play with Kat again at my table. But yes, thank you so much for this. Having a lot of fun.
Awesome. I hope so. Thank you. And it's great to finally get to play with you. And yeah, Kat spoke, so much praise, and I am looking forward to seeing how Gregory progresses in this campaign. I have a feeling that he is going to make many frenemies. Yes. So that'll work out beautifully. Next up, we have Kay. Kay, can you tell us who you are, where to find you, and any closing thoughts on today's game?
Hi everyone, my name is Kay. I'm at ironic_cupcake on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and anywhere else I want to be found. I was a little anxious going into a new game because I'm always anxious going into new stuff, but this is so much fun. I like how we're starting to form. It's really going along organically, how we're starting to form, these relationships that we've already had that we haven't really got to exercise out loud yet. But if that makes any sense at all. I don't know if I'm making any sense. But I'm very excited, and I can't wait to keep going. This certainly isn't the first time I've ended an episode in the Eberron world on an airship that's crashing. This is not the first time. I know you can get out of it somehow. It'll be fine. Don't worry, guys. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Yeah, that'd be a awkward time for a TPK. Yeah, that would definitely be strange. Awesome. Let's slide on over to Strider. Strider, who are you? Where can we find you? And any closing thoughts on today?
Hey, I'm Strider Heap, and that's my Twitter handle as well. If you think about all the different sites we saw, NPCs we bumped into, new and familiar, there's actually a lot of stuff crammed into these couple hours we had here. This is actually a lot to take in. I feel like it's going at a good pace, and I'm figuring things out. I'm most excited of all, I think, for more of our inter-party banter. I hope we get some time to breathe and have a night of camping where nothing happens, just so we can continue to sass each other.
Yes, yeah. You guys got pushed pretty fervorously right now because of the circumstance. But don't worry, there will be times of downtime and chilling and getting to know our characters more, and there will be times of fierce battles and everything in between. So awesome. Glad to have you. Thank you. Pleasure again, Strider. Let's move on to Cleric. Cleric, who are you? Where can we find you? And closing thoughts on today.
My name is Kat. I'm at Clark of Court, and again, that's where you can find me on Twitter and hanging out in various Discord servers, or playing games on the internet with my friends, because that's pretty much what I do. And you can actually find me tomorrow over on Encounter Roleplay for the finale of our Star Trek Sword of Kalis Klingon crew campaign that we've been doing. It's been a lot of fun. I have a space wife now, and I'm very happy. So yeah, come join us as we recover the Sword of Kalis. Kapla. Otherwise, this is just, I know nothing about Eberron. I knew Eberron was a setting. That's pretty much it. I knew it kind of had airships and stuff. But Wally, I'm loving Gregory's choices. I'm loving the choices you're making with Gregory. That whole, I thought his name was Adam, was just, that was chef's kiss. That was brilliant. I love it. And I love every, and Kay, darling, those ears and that antler. Oh, I love them so much. They're adorable. Strider, it's always a pleasure to play with your characters. This is just like a dream come true right now. I love it. And I can't wait to, I have a feeling Mariah and Lindier have shared more than one bottle of wine before, and that hopefully there'll be a few more bottles in the future for all of this. Kyle, can't wait to see how you try to kill us again.
Yeah, that's I don't know. You guys with Strider giving everybody a +5 on pretty much every save all the time, it's gonna be tough. It'd be tough to kill you guys with some effects, because that's I forgot about level 10ism. So yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you everyone. I see Jillian's here. Hi, Jillian.
Yeah.
Jillian Midgard.
The art. Look at the art.
Yes, she did the art for the channel. Also art on like merch like that.
We met Morag too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Morag made her cameo today, and yeah. She yep. Small, nice little cameo. I tried. Didn't want to do too much that I, take something away from you, but yeah, she made a cameo with her granny. Right, we got to meet one of her grannies, and the player characters probably don't know the extent of that, but it'll be good shit. So everyone, I'm Kyle, DM for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Check out. We'll be back on Saturday for the return of our Dark Matter campaign, Ventures in the Verse, DM'd by Derek Sword, and then we'll be back here again next Wednesday for the next installment of Moth to the Flame. Check out the YouTube channel if you would, if you're interested in D&D content, especially educational stuff. I go over like DM's Guild reviews, Unearthed Arcana stuff, and some different multi-classing stuff, just whatever. And yeah, and until next time, unity is strength. So take care of each other and stay safe. And we'll see everyone again real soon. Bye.